you love a roast potato, then it's about time you gave our incredible roast potato swirl a try. First peel your potato, then slice about 3mm thick. I'm using a mandolin because I'm lazy. You can also just use a knife. Add your mountain of potato slices to a large bowl, drizzle in olive oil, season with salt and pepper. Then we're going to add some garlic, fresh thyme and fresh rosemary, as well as some lemon zest and lemon juice. Give that all a good mix, then grease your pan or dish with olive oil and stack your potato slices to create a swirl. Pour over any leftover bits from the bowl, and now all you need to do is bake.
Welcome to another episode of Meals Actually, and today for episode 4, we're the viral rice paper dumplings. Cheers! The textures are amazing. It's crunchy and chewy. It's perfect. Fun fact, rice paper dumplings are my first ever recipe to go viral back in January of 2022 when I was still in high school. So this recipe was always super special to me. But that's not the only reason why I love it so much. Obviously, it tastes amazing, but more than that, it's the best way to get rid of all the leftover veggies you have laying in your fridge, because I don't know about you, but I hate wasting food. Basically, all you need to do is chop all the veggies and fry them in some oil. I also crumbled in some super firm tofu to make it high in protein, and then for flavor, added some soy sauce, agave, rice vinegar, and sesame oil before cooling the mixture completely. And now to the part I think most people are confused about, wrapping the dumpling. First, wet your board, then dip one sheet of rice paper in cold water for 5 seconds. Place a scoop of filling in the center and fold over the edges. Flip it over and repeat the same exact process. Now you have two options. You can either fry or air fry them, but I like the first option better. And finally, mix all the ingredients to make the perfect dipping sauce. Let's make a giant Caesar salad wrap for episode 6 of Meals Actually. Oof, I'm excited. Wait, this is amazing. Yeah, I love me a Caesar salad, and you know how much I love making giant wraps. So I thought, why not combine the two? Only make it vegan, gluten-free, and high protein. So to achieve that, I'm ditching the croutons and we're using chickpeas instead. They're high in protein and fiber and add so much crunch. And for the dressing, we're gonna skip the eggs, anchovies, and parmesan. Trust me, it tastes amazing without them. Now, in case I wasn't convincing enough before, I'm gonna shut up so you can hear the crunch yourself. 10 out of 10, I'm telling you. And you know I can't skip on avocado and tofu tenders. They're a must, and if you don't like them, we cannot be friends.
If you hate onions in your salad, try this trick. Put them in a mason jar and add your dressing on top. I'm using olive oil, vinegar, lemon juice, mustard, oregano, salt, and pepper. Shake it up and then let it set while you prepare the rest of your ingredients. I'm chopping some cucumbers, tomatoes, and avocado, and then adding them on top of some cooked, toasted quinoa. All of that should take about 20 minutes, and then you can toss it all together, and you'll notice the onions are actually sweeter this way.
So good.
Let's make pupusas.
Stop letting that summer zucchini go to waste.
Instead, thinly slice your zucchini and onion, transfer it to a bowl, and allow it to set with salt for a couple of hours. Drain using a cheesecloth, and don't throw out that zucchini water.
Nothing goes to waste.
Add flour, cornmeal, and spices to that water, and then the sliced zucchini and onion, and bake for a half an hour. Now you have scarpaccia. That's episode 78 of Scrappy Cooking, where nothing goes to waste.
You know that you can make mango sorbet at home with only 3 ingredients.
Perfect for summer.
First, you need some frozen mango, the juice of about 2 limes, and some agave or maple syrup. Blend. This looks good. You can serve it immediately or store in the freezer up to 3 months. Cottage pie is one of the most comforting dishes I know. I made it vegan by using lentils and everyone loved it. So comforting. Potatoes are cooking, so we start with the filling. Fry onion, garlic, and carrots. When it's nicely browned, add tomato paste and a tablespoon flour. Now we season some rosemary, thyme, salt and pepper, vegan Worcestershire sauce. Then give that a good stir. Let's taste. We need a creamy potato mash. Now we can make it beautiful. Brush with vegan cream to let it brown. As heavy as a baby.
These vegan rainbow peanut noodles are next level. You need cabbage, carrots, peppers, spinach, noodles, edamame for protein, and cilantro. The plant-based peanut sauce is honestly the secret to this noodle dish. Just add all of these ingredients into a bowl and mix well. This takes less than 20 minutes to make and is going to be a new staple on your weekly menu. So tag your healthy bestie and follow for more vegan recipes.
Here's how you can add hidden veggies to your rice without anyone knowing it. Saute veggies like your zucchini, carrot, celery, and onion in a pot with olive oil and seasonings. Add water, bring that up to a boil, then blend until completely smooth. Now you have an amazing hidden veggie broth, perfect for adding bonus veggies to soup, rice, pasta, and more. The world's longest living family ate a version of this soup every single day. The longevity series is back, and we're making minestrone soup inspired by the Blue Zones documentary, which explores the longest living populations in the world. Not surprisingly, the cornerstone of their diet is plants, namely beans, greens, and grains. This soup checks all those marks and was the everyday lunch of the oldest family in history, and now you can enjoy a bowl too.
These are my bagel bites and sour cream and chive dip, and they're your new favourite snack. If you love crunchy chips and creamy dips, save this recipe now. When you cut up bagels, then coat them in dried spices and oil, then whack them in an air fryer, they come out super crispy. And that savoury crunch pairs with a cashew sour cream perfectly. The full recipe's in the caption, and follow for more easy recipes.
If you like the green goddess salad, then you have to try this upgrade, my gorgeous green pasta salad. 10 out of 10. First and foremost, the dressing. A bunch of basil and parsley, of course garlic. Then you need some olive oil, some pistachios or other nuts you like, lemon juice, and some agave or maple syrup. Some salt. Pepper! Blend it. Nice. Pasta for veggies in. And saute for a couple of minutes. Tofu is optional for some protein. Deassembling.
This is Korean fried chicken. So good. Mix stock and jackfruit. Now mix flour, corn flour, and some salt and pepper. Also mix milk, lemon juice. Fry garlic, ginger, and chili. Add tomato paste, rice wine vinegar, soy sauce, gochujang paste, and a splash of water. Add your crispy chicken.
Here's what you can do with oats, coffee, cacao powder, and a few other ingredients. Oats, cacao powder, coffee, chia seeds, vanilla extract, and sweetener of choice. A pinch of salt. Almond milk. Refrigerate overnight, and you can have your tiramisu in the morning. Overnight oats. Close.